in a chip, and I need them veterans on there. I do need Fred.
Yes.
Like, so I got to see what's available at that PG. Like, who is, like, I need somebody that's sitting at 6'4", 6'5".
I dig it.
If not, then I don't need a point guard. I'll go with Amen at the point and have Reed coming off the bench and be the TJ type. Right? It's one of those things where, man, you still got, like.
Too much.
I feel bad for KD.
You still got some thinking to do. This ain't just you got KD and we good.
Gilbert Arenas just dropped his thoughts on Kevin Durant's latest trade. And let's just say he's not sold on it. Most fans are hyped. But Gilbert Arenas is coming at it from a whole different angle that nobody else is talking about. Let's hear what he has to say.
Did the Rockets make the right move trading for Kevin Durant?
The right move? Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about upgrading, if we're talking about Jalen Green versus Kevin Durant, then yeah, you upgrade it. But it all depends on what is your lineup, right? You still need a shooting guard. I mean, if you have Amen at the shooting guard, it kind of, right? You got Jabari. You still got the young big pieces where you can play at the 3, 4, 5, however you want to do that. You were safe with that. You still got them young boys coming off the bench that can put the ball in the basket with Shepard and
Cam Whitmore. Terry
right?
Easton.
So you got something that my thing was with the PG, like you're a small guard. If I'm expecting you and Kevin to be the pushers over the top, I think you need one more piece.
Okay.
Right?
I'm not rolling really.
What kind of piece?
One, I gotta identify what is Amen to me, right? Like what is he? I know he is that freak of nature. Looks like he can do a little bit of everything. Do I treat him like Scottie Pippen? Put him at the point, right? I'll take the point out of him if somebody's pressuring. If we're playing against Indiana, something like that. But if you're just sitting back there, put him at the point. He can use go downhill. He's big.
Draymond Green role.
Yeah. So he'd be like my point forward, where then now the Shays and all these big guards, we don't have to worry about doubling or anything because they gonna pick on Fred. Then from there, I need a experienced shooting guard.
Okay.
So you talked about this.
Give me some more veterans that I can rely on.
This Rockets roster, a lot of good young, emerging, developing talent. Also, obviously, Steven Adams re-signed with the team. So they've got a good core. Şengün, an all-star. Amen Thompson, first-team all-defense. But they also have 5 tradable first-round picks.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's still.
If you want to now make some more moves and really string, because
if they was 4 pieces away last year,
still go get
they probably won. They're 1 piece away. They're 1 good piece away for you. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
It's all,
traded,
you got all the pieces there. It's just trying to figure out.
And you still a piece away.
Yeah. I like this trade for KD.
The one is
he gave up too much.
His help.
You think they gave up too much?
They gave up way too much.
They didn't give up nothing.
Nah, they gave up Dylan Brooks and they gave up.
You didn't have to give up Dylan Brooks. I think
I don't need
Dylan Brooks is like the Stones.
I don't need Dylan Brooks because I got Amen. Amen can do it.
Yeah, that's what made him.
That's what Amen was taking
That's
over.
what made him trade him.
Because Amen turned into Brooks.
He made him expendable. He made them.
Start all of them.
No, but what I'm saying is Amen was doing what Brooks used to do.
You could have traded the 10 pick, Jalen Green, and all them picks.
But I don't
kept
need
Brooks.
But
obviously they couldn't have.
What ended up happening is, think about it. Brooks can't shoot like that.
But
Amen can't shoot like that. So me having them both on the court kind of hurt us shooting.
His energy, you need more than just shooting. Like everywhere he went, he won.
Yeah, but I have a young guy that turned into him, but better.
Yeah.
So I can. Hey, thank you, appreciate it. I didn't know he was going to be that, but hey, we're gonna go ahead and move you.
Have you seen
And he's cheaper right now.
Have you seen Amen play like that?
Amen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He like that.
He on rookie deal.
Remember, he's first, like Dylan Brooks was
like that.
He on rookie deal.
Like that.
But I'm saying is Brooks was there for the defense to stop him. What's the name? Who was first team All NBA?
Amen Thompson, first-team all-defense.
Amen. So he was first team. So he's an upgrade.
And
Amen, KD is gonna take you to the championship.
No, Amen, Amen, KD, and Şengün is my 3 centerpieces, which 2 of them is still immature in their game. That's why I said I need someone at that 2, and our 4. Well, we're gonna play KD at the 4.
I think he go back to his natural position.
Play the 3.
Yeah, three.
You go back to his natural position.
Well, I'll put in what was it?
Out there.
Easton or
Unless
Jabari?
you're gonna play Jabari Smith at the, you can play
put him at the 3 or
Jabari
the
Smith
4.
at the 4.
Yeah, KD at the 3 and then
KD
whoever.
at the 3, and then or you can go
So-
Thompson at the. I'm saying put the.
But we talked all postseason during the Rockets playoff against the Warriors. They didn't have a go-to guy. Jalen Green, I think, had 12 points or less in 6 of the 7 games. Did have that 138-point game.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna go with Eason a little bit more.
What?
Yeah, because you know, Jabari Smith, he got that brown blood in him.
But he shoot that.
I know, but he got that brown. He's cousins with Kwame Brown. You can't trust that brown blood.
Shoot that shit though.
I mean, I hope the Smith blood is a little bit better because that brown blood. That's a failure.
Well, he shoot that.
Nobody said anything about anything.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking about the lineage. The lineage.
I'm saying
23 and me.
Yeah, Jabari spaced the floor.
I know, but I'm just hoping it's like one of those play cousins, not real cousins. You know what I mean? Like we both grew up together type of cousin.
He said play cousins.
Like, it ain't real. Like we got blood in the family.
I know them play cousins. Hey, we grew up together.
So play cousin, no real actual blood.
I like the bone. I like the bone.
Where y'all see?
I like
They're
the
trying
bones
to
that
make
they
some
got.
room for Reed Shepard. They're trying to make some
That's what I said. I like the bones.
They're trying to make some room from him because he can't shoot and score that motherfucker.
But it's just like that. Like if you're KD, it's like this team is good, but are they developed? Are they developed enough?
That's what I'm saying.
Look at that. They were second seed with what they had, right? Defended second seed with what they had.
A good regular season
A
team.
good regular, but I'm saying, but he helps.
Now I make
Like defensively, it cleans up a lot of stuff. Like he's gonna help a lot.
He's gonna help a lot.
It's said like if Sengun is figuring like there was times where I'm looking at Sengun as like no, that's your shot, shoot that shot, right? And he's still trying to get in there, fucking with Draymond Green, like no, take that shot, the elbow, that's cool.
That's where KD comes into play.
Yeah, and he's sitting there fucking around like if KD can teach him when to these are the shots you take, don't make it harder, and he can improve. Then you change the game.
Sengun, 22 years old, so let's
I know,
go
but that's
down.
what I'm saying.
But that's my point.
He's still trying to figure out his game.
And he's really good now.
Like if they was all 20, if this was like 24, and he came in, I'm like, but you know they're 22. This like let's not pretend that these niggas is not 21, 20. Like
Houston has
like what I'm saying is their
stop.
starting 5 is younger than OKC starting 5. Like Van Fleet makes them old, but like OKC, what makes them young is they benches them. The guys that they not playing is young as fuck. Right, but if you look at that, like Caruso's not young, Shea's not young,
That's it.
Hartenstein's not young, right? So 3 main pieces ain't young. I mean, Chet is 24. Jalen's 23. So, you know, you got 2 guys sitting there 23 and 20. So they're youngest.
Jalen's 4, right?
They're older than the whole Rockets starting 5.
So here's the question for all of you. So you got Fred VanVleet on a team option. Rockets are expected to decline that team option, work with him on a team-friendly deal with VanVleet. So
me personally, I want to get a point guard. I bring Fred VanVleet as the 6th man, treat him like TJ. Because he does get picked on in the post. They pick on him.
So what do you do with Reed Shepard though? Because you did spend a top 5 pick on. So let's not. So he's the wild. So he's
small too.
He's small too. But what do you do? You put him on the floor? Do you let Fred walk and start him at the point because he is small, and you did spend a top 5 pick on him, and Fred is going to cost more than he picked. But Fred costs more than him right now.
But if I'm trying to, the problem is if I'm trying to win a chip. And I need them veterans on there. I do need Fred.
Yes.
Like so, I got to see what's available at that PG. Like who is? Like I need somebody that's sitting at 6'4", 6'5".
I dig it.
If not, then I don't need a point guard. I'll go with Amen at the point and have Reed coming off the bench and be the TJ type. Right? It's one of those things where you still got like
Too much.
I feel bad for KD.
You still got some thinking to do. This ain't just you got KD and we good.
They got capital. They got picks.
They got a lot of picks.
They got
5 credible picks. They got
They could work it with a couple of them dudes but it'd be tough.
Boston trying to move Jaylen Brown.
That's a good one. Gil, I don't know if you heard what he said.
Shit, they trying to move Jaylen Brown.
No, Drew Holiday. I'm saying, like, if you can work that with Boston and get him and for some picks and a couple of them bits, listen.
I don't mind.
now you get some older guys on that roster to balance out the younger guys.
Or that'll fit them. White.
Derek White.
Because White can just be a straight natural too.
Yeah.
He can be just in that, like, Amen, you're the point.
Yeah.
If they pressure, give the ball to White.
Right,
if not,
right.
you be the two to spot up and defend.
Boston got to get off Drew Money, though. Boston got to get off. That's my thing. Boston got to get off Drew Money. That's why I said they keep Derek White.
Hey, man,
But for
a year after giving him the money, like that's you know what I'm saying?
All right, so this team.
Now we already got to get off of it.
If it starts
new
today,
owners coming in, I get it.
And they
I
make
understand
no
it.
new other trades. If it starts today, and they just got.
Could they get different?
If it starts today, we're going to be sitting there doing what we did with AKC.
So
they're not ready yet. And they're going to have to prove us wrong.
In theory, you roll out a starting five of Van Fleet, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith, KD, and Şengün.
Yeah, Houston.
Man, you're getting a 27 a night score right now. He moves the fucking needle.
Yeah, he moves the needle for him.
He moves the needle. I don't care what team you put Kevin Durant on.
Kevin Durant.
So immediately after the trade went down, the Rockets jumped to the second shortest or second best odds to win the championship next season.
Go further in the playoffs.
You agree with that?
They don't lose in the first round?
They're not making the playoffs.
Who?
So right after the trade went down, the Rockets jumped to the second best odds to win a chip in 2026.
Yeah.
They didn't,
With KD.
They didn't lose nothing. They didn't lose nothing they thought was valuable.
They gained, but they don't have enough to win the finals right now.
No,
But they did gain.
When you talk about odds, you got to remember,
Ain't nobody gonna entertain that.
who didn't show up in the final? Who didn't show up in the
Phoenix
series?
was gonna make it.
Who didn't show up in the series?
That shit didn't move
Jalen didn't show up in the series. He struggled, right?
Right.
So they went to a game 7 and he struggled.
13 points
so
per
they're
game
feeling
in the series.
well, if we remove him and put KD in there, 25% better, we get to the second round. And that's how they're looking at it, right? So we're going to get a consistent, worst case scenario, 20 to 27. Oh, shit, we might be in the fucking Western Conference. That's how they're looking at it, just with that trade. But for KD, you're 37. You don't have room.
Yeah,
you don't have no room to be trying to coach or trying to get them better.
No, now it's right now. It is right now.
So we asked the chat, did the Rockets make the right move trading for KD? 74% of the chat thinks the Rockets did make the right decision trading for a team. Like we said, we talked about them not having that go-to guy, having a good young roster. Warriors exposed a lot of their deficiencies and issues in that first-round series.
Everybody's saying Jalen.
I got a question. It's not a question. It's kind of more like a statement. It goes on to why this series was not entertaining for the masses.
For some, I was very entertained.
Cool. I know you had a great time.
Thank you.
We know you did,
Me
Jordan.
too.
I know.
You love small markets.
Yes. Even though it was the worst one since 1988.
Small market.
But that's neither here nor there. Wasn't there a rule in the championship round where there shouldn't be no trades or any business done?
So the trade was announced. The deal can't go through till early July once the moratorium all that ends.
Correction. Let me try it again. Wasn't there a rule by the commissioner that you can't announce shit during the finals, so everything has to be focused on the finals?
Yeah,
I've never in the history seen anything happen during the finals. That's a rule.
I've never seen that.
Steve, you ever known that?
I've seen it.
Come on, Steve.
It's not a rule.
Commissioner, that's not a commissioner rule?
You're not allowed to make transactions.
During the finals?
Yeah.
During the finals itself?
You're not allowed to make
Well, it's like a code red, Gil. I mean,
So
it's not in the manual.
how did a code red
We just know what it is.
they said fuck it 3 times in the finals?
Man,
The Orlando finals.
I never.
Houston finals.
I didn't know you could trade.
I didn't either.
I didn't know you could trade during the finals.
No, it was always like a no. Whatever happened, it was always a no-go during the finals because they wanted everyone to pay attention.
Well, guess what? Who league this is? It ain't his league. Hey, that other man, there'll be some consequences and repercussions.
Everybody.
Did that shit with David Stern.
It's the first year, though. Ever, right? First ever.
You'd have did that shit with David Stern's NBA, you would have had a whole issue.
But my question for you, do you feel like they went behind the back, or was it something that was pushed to keep people talking about basketball?
We ain't getting the fucking views we want. Hey, throw that KD shit out there. Ding, ding, ding.
Let's have them buzzing.
Hot button.
Let's have them buzzing.
Hot topic button.
Hopefully they turn on ABC at 5.
Like he said, it's that hot topic button.
On game 7. Like that. On game 7, this is.
At Fanatics. At Fanatics, too.
In
No,
game
everybody
7.
gonna be there.
Yeah, of course.
No, everybody gonna be there, media, all that shit, yeah.
During the boardroom panel.
That's where it's changing to, Gil.
Just so NBA's trending. Just
Everybody
NBA.
got their
I don't give a fuck what part of the NBA. This shit gonna be trending.
Gilbert Arenas always keeps it real. And this take on Kevin Durant's trade definitely got people thinking. But do you really think the Houston Rockets have a shot at making the finals next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Well, That's all I have for this one. I'll see you in the next video.